Hello everyone, welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around and talk about the games they've been playing, things going on in their lives. They have with me, Justin.
Hi. I'm a persona now.
What's your persona name?
You put me on the spot, man.
I figured you just come up with something related to Zero. Or just Zero.
I got nothing. Come back to me.
Alright, and we have Ben.
And lo, I will be the champion to prevent the age of calamity.
You're not low.
I said low, like and low, like
Low and behold.
Do you uncultured swine? I swear to fucking Christ. It's like I'm speaking from the heavens, and lo unto thee, and because I'm God, whatever.
This is the
Lo is kind of an angel.
He is.
He is an angel.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's a fucking sweetheart.
Exactly. So
Alright, so I got my cup of hot chocolate, and Justin, do you have your persona name yet?
Oh, I forgot.
Okay. Let's just say Zero.
Wow.
My persona name is Persona non grata.
Alright, Ben.
Wow.
What have you been up to in the world of
Just gonna fine. The white man's privilege is gone. Yes. Okay. Are we really going me first, or is this a joke?
I mean, Justin probably doesn't mind, but if you mind, we can go back to Justin.
I mean, like, this is the world. This is actually the world of Minority Works, where I'm not sure. Do I take the white man's spot first, or then face repercussions later by cautiously, dismissive remarks and discords?
Do you really want to take the white man's land? That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna die because the white man's gonna give me a disease this weekend anyway, so it all works out. Wear your fucking mask, bitches, or don't go fucking shopping on Black Friday unlike the clowns. Buy it online like I did. No, just
minor tangent. You can go first, but minor tangent.
Okay.
I did some shopping this morning, and it made me so mad because there was a few things I was trying to find that were in-store only sales. Why are there in-store only sales this year?
I don't get it, man. It's so stupid.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, I get people, the stupid people that still want to go shop in store, whatever, go die. I don't care. But for the stores themselves to enforce in-store only sales is just such a big move.
Yeah, you're basically gonna encourage people to come to the store, and you're gonna get your workforce sick. So, and spread it. Because you're. So
I kept searching for those items elsewhere to see where I could find it for shipping, and they got my business.
Nice.
Well, there's a vaccine coming, so no one has to worry about masks anymore, right?
Oh yeah, right.
No, then the anti-vaxxers will come out. Then all those mask deniers will become anti-vaxxers because they're gonna they're convinced that a chip's gonna be put in there when your fucking phone tracks you just as well, you stupid mother. Whatever.
It tracks you better than the stupid shit.
Tracks you better than a fucking microchip. Anyway, so I guess I'm going first. Okay, cool. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody had a good one. I'll talk about the stream things real quick. Streamed more Wind Waker and Skyward Sword. Shoutouts to everybody who came out for Zelda month. Like that has been real fun streaming those games, even though I had a bitching time on Wednesday with Skyward Sword, and because I streamed later because I actually worked on a Wednesday, which was I hated it. But whatever. It's thrown my entire week off. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I getting up? Oh right, because I have to fucking work today. But I hate and love Skyward Sword is what I'm discovering, because I love the dungeons. I love like how the puzzles mostly are, and my Bluetooth ear light is getting in the way. I love how like the lore and the story. God, I love the story so much in Skyward Sword, even though it's not like the greatest thing ever. It's just enjoyable. But fuck that combat, man. I hate it. I hate anytime I have to come in a combat situation. It fucking sucks. But like I want to keep playing it. Like I wanted to keep playing it. If Justin hadn't created Merry Metroid, I would still be streaming Skyward Sword. But because I want to appease the master race over there, I will be streaming.
Someone has to show Metroid some love.
You motherfucker, you. That's who. I'm kidding.
I'm saying like Nintendo's not.
Right, of course. Right. Well, no, we shall carry the burden. Who knows? Maybe it'll spread. Maybe it'll spread if we get enough people talking about it.
Maybe.
But but those are done. Wind Waker's cool. I don't really want to talk about Wind Waker. Not really much to talk about Wind Waker. I find more. I hate that whatever. It's done. But still sticking in the land of Hyrule, I've been playing a lot of Age of Calamity, and I tweeted this out, but this is the best Warriors game I've ever played. Like, and granted, I've only played like maybe 3 of them, but I still think that's a merit. And even comparing it to its original form in Hyrule Warriors for the Wii U, I didn't play much of the Switch one, but one thing I've noticed in playing this version and kind of like checking Hyrule Warriors OG is not OG Wii U version, but Switch edition, is they really streamline like how you access everything. So in Hyrule Warriors on Switch / Wii U, and even I think other Warriors games like that, you would be presented with menus upon menus, sub-menus and sub-menus. It's a lot of stuff to get through. And while I didn't think about it at the time, playing this game, where everything's on the map, you can either hover over where you need to go, or you press L and it brings up everything like there, your training, the shops, all that stuff. It makes it so much more enjoyable to upgrade your characters, upgrade your weapons, makes it way more manageable versus remembering I have to go to this menu, to this menu, to like it's just, and I could be wrong, but I think they got rid of like the whole crest thing, because like in Hyrule Warriors, you there's things you could get like crests, where like if you give, I can't remember exactly, so no one else to play it, but you can like, if you give this, if you have a certain amount of resources, this character can now carry an extra bottle, or this character can now do this attack. And it seems like, from what I can tell, that's not in the game. It's just pretty much you will do specific missions with those characters, or you'll do like on the map as you unlock them, they'll have like a icon for them, and they'll either gain extra heart, gain a new combo. It's much easier, and all you need is resources, and you just got to find out which area can I get resources at, or just play the game like normal. You know, if you're not into that, I don't feel like casually you don't have to worry about grinding unless you want to be grinding for stuff, which that's probably going to be post game stuff. But you know, combat wise, it's still a Warriors game, you know, but it feels so satisfying. It's so flashy, like it gets the neurons firing, you know. And what I really like is how every character feels unique, and despite that you're just pressing the same 2 buttons, just because everybody looks different. Everybody has a unique attack animation. If you press ZR, you know, like Rivali, for example, he can fly. He not like super high in the sky, but he can hover, and he gets new attack routes that way. And he can do an Azuna drop, which if you don't know what that is, if you've ever played Vega in Street Fighter, where he basically grabs you, takes you in the air, and basically German suplexes you in the air. That's an Azuna drop, and he can do that in the game, which is so fucking cool. Even though I hate Rivali, fuck that stupid bird piece of shit. And like Darude can like if you press the heavy button after a while, like he'll create magma that'll become stiffened on the battlefield. You press ZR, it explodes. It's so cool. Even Link is different. I thought Link was going to be the Ryu of the game, where he's not really that much fun, but he kind of can do everything. Link is the most fun when you change his weapons. Like if you just stick Ryu. Can we get a Street Fighter Warriors game, please? That would be badass. Just doing Tatsumaki Sabukiyas all out like over 200 enemies. That'd be so cool. Tatsumaki Pintyaku.
Just bring back Final Fight and make it in that.
Dude, don't even get me started. That would be dope. That would be so dope. Can you like Hagar just pile driving like 100 dudes or something like that? So like Link, if you're gonna play Link, I pretty much play with every character so far, because you don't have to necessarily grind. There's a training camp where you can spend rupees to raise them up, and I think there's like a cap. Like it doesn't let you get beyond a certain point, at least playing the story. So that's good. And it never seemed like I was spending an absurd amount of rupees to get, like, say, characters who recently joined up to where they're relatively at with the rest of the cast, which is good. Because if you just play the maps, do the submissions, which there's not a lot of so far, you're gonna have more than enough rupees, honestly. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Link. Link is really fun when you give him other weapons. He gets a unique action for different weapons he holds, from the spears to the heavy arms, to the heavy claymores to the sword, which is really fun. So like with the claymores, the only other one I've used, I think I used the spear a little bit, but the claymore, like he can use ZR to basically do a super heavy attack, and he basically just does way more damage. I think he has armor on it, but he takes mortal damage. So like that's a trade-off. But then you just press X to heal. I like the elemental weaknesses in it, where like you can use, like if you see a fire Poe and if you have an ice rod, it immediately annihilates that shit. Or same with any kind of fire enemy. Like, it manages to incorporate like those battle mechanics in Breath of the Wild into this game almost seamlessly, which is beautiful. Like, getting a flurry moment with any of the characters is awesome. Like, and they all have unique attack animations. Like, Rivali will like shoot arrows into the air and, you know, boom, 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 like that. Mipha will like stab you like Link would stab you with the spear, stuff like that. They like, just on the principle, it's all the same, but just having it look and flourish differently does wonders for it in terms of what you're doing visually. The only character so far that I'm not gelling with that much is Zelda. Just because I feel like her, like, not necessarily the runes, just because like you have access to runes in her regular attacks and in when you use like the R button plus the rune button, like they just don't feel as natural. Like, it just doesn't feel as fun. The one thing I like to do is like if you press heavy, she will create ice blocks, and you can actually detonate those ice blocks at any time, but she'll start hopping up them, and then she'll like jump off at some point. You do the glider, but she just doesn't feel as naturally combo heavy as the other characters. I just kind of like, when I do play her, I just like to kind of do light, heavy, and that creates a big ass bomb and just chuck it. But I don't know. She's my least favorite, but I can tell you who my favorite character is right now, or might be my favorite character just from visuals alone. It's Justin. Do you mind spoilers on who you unlock in this game?
I've heard a few because my brother's playing through it.
Okay. Do you know that Hetsu is unlockable in this game?
Yeah.
Okay. So, voiced by Cristina Valenzuela, who is one of my favorite voice actors. By the way, and I'll talk about this last part in a moment, then I'll move on. Hetsu is very, very fun. He can summon up other Koroks to basically chuck items that you find in them, like in Breath of the Wild, like chests and plot, and it's so funny. And just seeing this huge ass thick Hetsu is thick. Thick plant just wreck house in the battlefield is so much fun. And I think the last part that makes this game really special for me is like the cutscenes. Like, honestly, like one of the things, the criticisms I think a lot of people had, and even me with Breath of the Wild, is that the story you wanted to see already happened because all the characters died. And you get teased with those interactions with like flashback memories. Like, I think the closest one you ever got to it was seeing Mipha and Link's relationship. Like, you kind of see that they've known each other for a while. There's a closest to that. Here you get to see that with a lot of the champions. Like just a small one, right? Non-spoiler one. There's a scene where they're on to way to a mission or something, and then Mipha is just standing right next to Daruk, and she like just starts talking to Daruk, and she's like, I would like, it would be helpful if, we learn to fight against different styles. I would like to train with you. It's like, Daruk's like, yeah, that would be nice. Stuff like that. But, oh god, please don't sneeze. So, that's great. The cutscenes really make it. And then basically, it's the other champions basically telling Rivali to shut the fuck up. We've had enough of your bullshit already. Like, they're not even a team yet, and they're already telling Rivali to shut the fuck up, and I can't get enough of it. But my favorite cutscene so far, and this is how when I play another Zelda game again, I'm naming Link Catfish. Or if I play Breath of the Wild again, I'm playing him Catfish, because this fucker would eat anything. And obviously that's true in Breath of the Wild, but that you could tune that to like, that's just, you healing. After you recruit Daruk, which I love that you can rescue all the you can recruit any champions at any order, just like, in the main game. And you recruit him, and there's a small scene where like Daruk's like, oh man, I know what should happen after this large battle. We should have a feast. And he gets out this rock roast, literally made of rock. And then like, here you go, and he gives it to Link. Link looks at it. It cuts away, so you're seeing like from behind Link's perspective, and you see Impa and Zelda in the background, and you just hear, and like they both go, oh, like they're just shocked that he just ate it. And like, he's just eating. And I'm like, you fucking catfish, you will fucking eat anything, will you? So that's why I'm gonna call if I play Breath of the Wild again. Oh, when I play Breath of the Wild 2. Wait, you can't name Link in these fucking games. God damn it! Okay. Whatever. If I play another Zelda, when I play another Zelda game, I'm naming him Catfish because this fucker will eat anything. Last thing is the Divine Beasts. Not a lot to say on them, but they're fun. Like there's not a lot of them so far. What I've played, I've played as the elephant and the elephant and the lizard. That's the Goron one. And just today, I was like, well, is it only going to be those? And just today, I get to play as Rivali's Divine Beast, Valrado or something like that. Oh my god, it's the best one because it's in the air. It's not like Super Arrow because it's a big ass machine, but you can switch perspectives from high and low. You get different like weapons. Oh my god, it's so cool. It's just, oh my god, this game is so cool. It's hitting all these fucking buttons. Seriously, it's easily a Game of the Year contender. I'm not even finished with it yet. I don't know how it is going to be with the grind post game, but I never really concerned myself with Warriors games like that. That's just not my thing. But that's enough of that game. Next up, I did play some MK11 online. I finally took my reign online. Oh my god. Don't take a break from fighting games because you're just going to forget everything, even though you've been playing offline for a while. Reign, I'm still trying to figure out his matchup. I got a couple of wins in, but that doesn't matter. It's more about learning at this point. Rain's grab range sucks, at least from what I can tell. Like with Shao Kahn, I could do crouching light and then grab and then, just put people on my mercy. Rain, I can't do that. I don't know what's up with his grab range, but sometimes it just feels a little too short, and I don't know if that's in my head or something. But overall, he still feels really, really fun. Like I had some really cool matches. It's super dope. Not much to say on it. Hard to really talk about an online game like that without going into specifics. But it's cool to be it's cool to be playing custom variations is what I'll say. I don't recall seeing anything too crazy online in all honesty, but I kind of just rocked Rain's geyser kick and the water ball. Water ball is really, really fun. I got some of his combos down. Nothing too hard, but just sort of his basics. Like I like to do round the world kick, and then I think it's 1-2-1-2-4, which is a little combo ender, so it doesn't do a lot of damage. But for a basic bitch combo, it gets the job done. And then what else did I play this week? I know I played other games. Why am I blanking all of a sudden? I played more Fallen Jedi. And I've officially gotten to the point where I know the truth about the Night Sister. Or I think that's what the villain's called, right? The evil Sith Lord, not a Sith Lord. Yeah, this game is amazing. Like seriously, like holy fuck. Like everything's working. It feels really fun to explore. Like I find it the perfect size of big, where it looks big, but it never feels imposing, and I never feel lost. I just got the pull ability, which I was like. I knew it was coming from a cutscene. I'm like, oh, my lightsaber's falling. I guess this is where I get pull. So that's cool to have. Combat still feels really cool. That boss fight with the Night Sister, where like it's kind of for reals this time, was super cool because it felt like I was in the movie. Like it had a nice blend of like old, like classic Star Wars, like original trilogy stuff, but with the kind of the speed of the prequel trilogy. So it had which makes sense because this takes place in between. So it's a nice bridge. But I loved kind of like the twist on the head where you find out the true origin of the Night Sister, and it kind of does like the Star Wars thing, like, oh, this is where this is gonna happen now. I won't spoil it for those who are just playing it on Xbox Game Pass now, but fucking Respawn, this is easily it's easily the best Star Wars game I've ever played. It's easily the best, like, it actually makes me feel like I'm a Jedi doing these things, traversing things and just fighting and just fighting. And again, it feels really fun to explore. And then what else did I play? I did purchase Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Not much to say on this game. I got it for $15. I kind of on a Dragon Ball. I don't know if I'm on a Dragon Ball kick, but like I kind of wanted to revisit see what if there's any magic left in there, and it was $15. So I tried it out, and so far I didn't get to play much, but I saw the opening. I did like kind of the tutorial stuff a little bit, and it looks really pretty.
Chala.
Yes. See, I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with the Linkin Park's Dragon Ball theme, which I will not attempt to.
Drop the dragon, dragon ball.
No, Thomas, we're gonna get DMCA'd. No. But like, so it's a little weird adjusting to that, but it's fine. But like, I wish Jump Force looked like this game, because this game looks really pretty. Like it's animated. Yeah, it has nice lighting. The colors, it's really colorful. At the end of the day, I think it's gonna play like a Budokai game, but like visually, it looks cool, and I can't wait to do like the actual RPG elements of it, like the action RPG elements of it. But like, what I found really funny, and this is so stupid, is that Goku's trying to teach Gohan to fish, and so like this is like early Dragon Ball Z days, and like so he's like, you can just use your tail. I'm like, Goku, what are you doing? Goku just keeps a random like a tail. Not even
that. He made Bulma Bulma made him that tail to fish specifically for fishing. It's so stupid.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's like, Goku, come, just buy a fishing pole, man.
I thought he was gonna pull out a fishing rod, right?
No, no.
Oh, he can't fish anymore because he doesn't have anything else. So she made him a fishing rod. Nope, not in Dragon Ball. Yep. Nope.
God, it looks so fucking dumb. God damn it! But you know what? Because I think Dragon Ball Super kind of killed my love for the franchise, because they really made Goku like unlikable. I think, where he's just fight. Like,
yeah, they made him more dumber than he usually was. But
yeah, I mean, Goku's always been an idiot. But like, what I liked, like, just playing this moment, it just reminded me of like, this is the Goku I remember. The good dad, the dad who clearly loves his son. Goku is not the sharpest tool in the box in terms of knowledge, but he tries hard. He's there, at least when he's not dead. But like, I'm kind of looking forward to going through the sagas again and kind of reliving my childhood without watching like every single fucking episode.
I also just bought this game recently, and I also just got to the part where I just did the fishing stuff. So I'm looking forward to playing this as well.
Yeah. I'm told you can play as other characters, which I'm really looking forward to, like, seeing how like playing other characters, because obviously Goku dies within the first like what is it, 3 episodes of Z,
3.
I think I
think it's 3.
Yeah, when Raditz comes by. So yeah, I think that's all I've played that's worth of merit. Yeah, so I'll let Justin go ahead and go on next, or Thomas, if you want to go next, maybe we'll make Justin go last. I don't fucking know.
No, Justin's out of jail now. He can do his.
Why was I in jail? You put me on the spot and I didn't deliver. I'm sorry. I'm tired. It was Thanksgiving. Also,
yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I know, but like today we're doing we did our own Thanksgiving dinner and stuff. Like at home. Anyway, it's the Thanksgiving holiday because like I had today off. Like they always give us the day after Thanksgiving off.
Oh, look at me! I'm in government. I get all these days off.
Sorry.
I can't hold all these days off.
My brother had this day off too, and he works for the university, so like it's not just government.
I work for the university.
And my mom had today off, and she works for a small business. But whatever. I don't need your approval. So I have pretty much just been playing Persona 5.
Yay!
Like, a lot of Persona 5.
No more miles?
I beat it. It's done.
Yeah, but you only beat it twice.
Yeah. And I'll do it again. But, like, I need a little break for it, Yeah.
Do you really, though?
Honestly, I do kind of want to get back in. But
There it is.
Yeah. It's so short. It's easy to just knock out. But anyway. Like I need a break from Miles because like I beat it twice, yes, but then I edited all that content down into like a 4-hour movie. So like I've been in that world a lot. So I wanted to get away from it. But anyway, Persona 5. So yeah, it was one of those games that was on the the PlayStation Plus, like, what was it called?
Collection.
PS4 collection or something.
Yeah.
Um, and like I never thought that I would get into Persona 5 because like you had talked about it a lot before, and it sounded like it was just too much game for me. Like I have a hard time with those RPGs that are like hundreds of hours or whatever.
Yeah, this one
Um,
holds your hand quite a bit more than the usual JRPG.
yeah, it's still like 20 hours in, and I'm still getting tutorials every now and then.
Yeah, it's not.
Ha!
But I, I was having kind of a down week again, and so I wanted something like just an RPG to get lost in. So I was like, why not? I'll check it out. Uh, and like I didn't totally understand it at first, but Tyler, our friend of the show, Tyler, was helping us out with it, and helping me out with it.
Oh shit! Don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're on camera now. Watch your gang symbols. But yeah, so he was helping me through some of the stuff that was confusing me, and it was making it more fun. And then I got to the first palace, which was still mostly tutorial, but like I was starting to understand the appeal of the game, like getting deeper into some of the combat system mechanics and things like that. And so I was really liking it, but um, I felt like I wasn't getting the full experience knowing that Persona 5 Royal was out there with like basically the same game but more content. So it's like, okay, I know that I like it. Yeah, exactly. Like I know that I like the game. I got it for free, so like I'm not losing anything by getting a different version of it. Maybe I should look into Royal. Like I asked Tyler if there was enough new content to justify it, and he kind of laid out like the new stuff, and I was like, sure, why not? It's on sale right now. Support them since I like the game. So I picked that up, started over, and had a lot easier time going through the beginning stuff. Like for one, it just went quicker because I skipped all of the dialogue except for new scenes, um, and didn't have to like learn with the tutorials. I could just kind of blow through them and stuff. So I did like the first 5 hours in about an hour and a half or so.
Nice.
So it was like a much quicker, easier start. But I also was able to redo some of the stuff that I did wrong the first time. And I basically got back to the point where I left off, which was like right after the tutorial stuff ends in the first palace, like when you're given free reign, Um, and like, for one, I really do like the new grappling hook in Persona 5 Royal because, in general, the palaces in this game, like, they feel like a Zelda game in a way because it's turn-based battles and stuff, but the way you like explore these palaces feels kind of very like action puzzle style, but again with turn-based combat. Um, and I mean, I love the combat system too. Like, it's very fast-paced, like smooth combat that kind of has like some Pokemon vibes to it because different enemies have elemental weaknesses, and all of the personas have like an elemental affinity, things that they're weak and strong against.
Mm-hmm.
You can capture the personas after you weaken them all down, and so like there's a really good Pokemon loop to it. And as weird as it is to like get kind of invested in these creatures and then have their heads cut off, I do like the fusion system too.
Yep.
Because it's a good way to just kind of constantly like you only have 6 to however many slots by the end. And so it's not like Pokemon where you can just box them if you don't want them right now. Like, you have to get rid of them. So it creates this constant cycle.
Did you know you can
like
buy them back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you can just register your persona and then fuse it and then buy it back.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's kind of what I've been doing. Like, I make sure I get everything, even if it doesn't seem interesting. But some of them I actually really like. So I'm trying to kind of keep the ones that I enjoy the most, and then catch others just with the purpose of fusing them. So like I've got a few that I'm kind of just growing because I think they're strong and I like their movesets and stuff. Like good elemental coverage and whatnot. And then others that I'm constantly checking to see if I can, fill in some of those blanks that I've missed because I'm not getting rid of the others. But I probably am not going to do anything close to 100% run in this anyway, so it's not that big a deal if I miss some personas.
But you gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
wait,
wait,
yourself what Gerard
that's a
put
different
himself
franchise. My mistake.
Right, exactly. He hated the game. I mean, he loved it, but he hated the game because he spent too much time with it.
through. Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not surprised that I like the palaces stuff. Like I said, I think the Zelda stuff is really cool. Like the way you interact with the levels and the puzzles you have to solve, and then like the new grappling hook gives you some new like exploration rooms in the dungeon that kind of give it a little bit more like dynamic progression, because you might like zip up into the rafters and like climb across the rafters and then jump down to find a treasure chest and then have to get out and like I don't know. It kind of adds another layer to it, and there's like some new collectibles in the palaces that you can only get using the grappling hook, and uh, so that stuff makes it feel really cool too. But uh, what I thought was going to turn me off of the game was the social aspects.
The life
Uh,
sim.
Yeah, because like I was told that it's like 60% life sim and like 40% like RPG.
I say that's fair.
Dungeon crawler. And it really is. Like when you are in a palace, you spend a lot of your time in the palace.
You're
But
a high
in
schooler,
between that-
bitch.
Yeah, in between that is like weeks of time that's just, hey, what are you doing after school? You want to come hang out? But I think the reason I'm liking that so much is because of 2020. Like it sounds dumb.
Oh,
But,
look, there's
that
people
idea-
outside walking around being
Exactly.
normal.
Like that
Oh,
idea, like,
look, there's
being
an underage-
in, like,
there's
a
a-
social environment.
There's
and, like,
people in this
hanging out with
burger
friends
joint.
and- yeah, and like building connections and like that kind of stuff is just it's so lacking right now, and it's a big reason why I'm so depressed.
Speaking
That I
of
think like this game is filling that gap.
burgers, have you gone to the burger joint and like ate their big burger yet?
I tried. I did it once, but I didn't have the knowledge built up yet.
Yeah,
So I
it
need to
gives
go
you a
back.
bunch of status increases, which is really cool. I did that
Yeah.
a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go
Nice.
back and because I think I can do it now. But yeah, it does annoy me that like when you are doing your self improvement stuff, you don't know how many points you have towards like the next goal, like for your different social stats or whatever. It's just kind of like a hidden statistic. So like, for example, I was trying to raise my guts so I could go back to the hot punk nurse and be her guinea pig again. And so like I was going to the library after school and like studying there to raise knowledge and guts. And then I tried to go to like the big burger place to raise my guts there.
Mm-hmm.
And like I bought the DVD that raised guts, like the Ghost Hunters DVD or whatever it was.
Apparently, Tyler says that you can go to the toilet and check how far along you are.
That's funny.
Oh, I go to the toilet and it says like I want to think or I want to clean. I never checked the think option, but that's interesting. Okay. Thanks. And yeah, so see, Tyler's still helping me out. So the point is like I put all of that stuff into guts, and then like I bought the DVD and took it home and did that in the evening. And like each DVD has like 2 or more chapters to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I finished one chapter and it raised my guts up finally after all of the stuff I was doing. So I was like, well, crap! Like now I have to finish this DVD, but like I got my guts to where I wanted it to be. I'd rather raise something else. So it'd be nice to have a little bit more knowledge of like when they're racing, so that you can kind of prep out your days a little bit better. So like if you know that something's going to go up quicker, you can maybe shift focus and raise that for that day. So you'd be more prepared for what's next. But I'm pretty much just raising all of the stats equally. Because like I know
Not a
knowledge
good
takes
idea.
a lot longer. Why?
I don't know. I'm just trolling you.
Oh, okay, cool. I know knowledge takes a lot longer, but there's also a lot more things that just naturally raise knowledge, like answering questions in class and things like that don't pass time. So I'm trying to focus on like spending my actual time raising the other things, and then let knowledge go just by playing the game. Same with like charm and kindness; those are pretty passive too.
Are you cheating in school?
You mean like looking up the answers to the questions?
Yes.
Whenever I don't know them, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to make sure I get them right.
Well, yeah, you don't want to miss out on the bone. I don't blame you. I'm just asking.
Right.
Yeah.
I am surprised at how many I know already.
I think in this one they did a good job of making it a little bit more general knowledge. Because in Persona 4, it was a lot of like Japanese focused questions. So you had to look it up.
I've enjoyed like some of the like the visual knowledge ones, like some of the optical illusion types. I'm pretty good at those, and like the math questions. But yeah, like the history stuff is like weird, like Japanese history things, and I don't know anything about those. But I do love the crossword puzzles. I'm pretty good at those, and they're a nice, easy way to raise knowledge and that kind of thing. But what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, what I think I really like is like when you're in class, you know, these questions and stuff that you're learning are all like real things. Like you're actually learning facts as you play this game. So it's like you kind of feel like a high school student because like, you know, it's not in-game knowledge stuff, it's actual real world like real trivia. So like when you make coffee or when you do a crossword puzzle or something like that, like you'll get a little blip of trivia about that thing that you did, and like it's actually pretty fascinating information you're getting.
Oh, it's happening, Thomas. He's becoming a weeb.
No,
That's
I don't
how it
like
starts.
the Japanese stuff. I like the real world trivia stuff.
That's how it starts. First, you like the real world stuff, and like, oh yeah, Japan, yeah, and then you go down the rabbit hole. It's okay, Justin. I'm down here too. Yep.
Speaking of rabbits, I just got a new party member, and I don't like him. He's pretty powerful, but like he's super boring. But the reason I say that is because like I really like the way that it does, like, you know, having a larger party than you can battle with. Because this was the first party member that's like too much to take with me all at once. But the way it does it is like everyone is technically with you at all times. And like everyone gains experience from combat, whether they fight or not. But that's it's so just good. In battle, you have 4 party members. So like I have 5 party members. 5 party members get experience. 5 party members are traveling with me. You know, 5 party members like are in conversations and stuff. Like no one's left out. It's just balanced for combat where I have to choose which ones are actually in battle with me. So that works really well because obviously they don't have to code out like, you know, who's saying these lines based on who's in your party. Everyone's always with you. But they also don't have to deal with like up to probably, I assume there's like 8 total party members or something. Up to 8 party members all in combat together. So I think it's the best of both worlds. But I was very surprised when I saw like one of the characters I wasn't using leveled up after a battle. Like that was a really nice, pleasant surprise. But yeah, I'm enjoying like the ethical side of it. Because like a lot of the questions and stuff you get like in dialogue options mean nothing. Like it feels like there's no
I don't think
there's no change to the conversation based on like what you pick. But when you're going into the palace and like changing the people's hearts or whatever, I really like learning that backstory and like seeing the world through their eyes, kind of, and having like an outward effect on the world because like you cleanse their heart. Like that whole thing is really cool, and I like that. That's kind of the driving force for the story. Like it doesn't feel like there's some big world-ending threat or whatever.
Not yet,
just going, yeah. You're just going and finding the next victim, you know, to heal. Because like after the first one, they're like, so what do we do now? Like, you know, we achieved our mission. Like he changed. It's like, well, I kind of like this feeling. Like maybe we should keep doing this. And they're like, yeah, but like, I mean, we just had to stumble across this at school. Like, yeah, like how do we find more of them? And so, like, I think that's a really interesting story element. Like, we want to be heroes, but I mean, what do we save? Like, what? You know, they don't have like some world-ending threat that's forcing them to go out and save the day.
Yeah, just wait.
It's kind of it's unique.
Don't worry, the moon falls down like in the second half of the game, so you'll find your threat.
It is interesting too, like how they how they justify like the time limits, because you have a certain amount of days that you have to beat each palace in, and so like the first one is like they're threatened to get expelled if they don't, fix this before the day of like the board meeting or whatever. And so it's like, okay, so is there going to be that kind of like arbitrary time limit on all of them? Yeah, there is, but like the justification for it's kind of amusing, because like I'm about halfway through the second palace, and like the justification changed at one point, but it was still the same amount of days. But it's just like this is very video gaming. It's like they just want to make sure that you don't dawdle too much, and it's interesting that you actually like you fail, you get a game over if you don't beat it in time.
Yeah, but it's just like a checkpoint system. They just take you back to when you're able to actually still win.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was kind of curious how that worked, because like if you save past that, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, they give you enough leeway to like level up and stuff. Second palace, it's the art gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't like it as much as the first one.
I like the aesthetic of it, because it's like you're jumping into all the different paintings and moving around to get to different points. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just did the jumping into painting thing, and that was pretty cool. But like the opening of it wasn't very strong. It felt like it was kind of just like you're supposed to be sneaking, but there's not really much there. Whereas the first one was a lot more like labyrinthine, with like jumping across the chandeliers and all that stuff. Yeah, well,
it's actually a palace, right?
Right.
Chandelier.
It was a castle, yeah.
Yeah, castle, yeah.
Yeah, like there's definitely some cool puzzles here. Like I liked having
Chandelier de fleur.
Having to save my party members after Morgana got excited about the treasure. I thought that was kind of a cool little puzzle to do.
Have you gone into this? I think it's the subway system.
Yeah, Mementos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Morgana turns into a bus. They're like, I don't know why, but people think cats turn into buses for some reason.
That was a nice meta joke. I liked that.
Yeah. Some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really fun. Like, and I honestly don't mind the English voice acting. Like, Ryuji's kind of annoying, but I definitely understand how he's best boy. Like, he's got anger issues, but he's also pretty wholesome. I like him a lot. But yeah, the new guy I'm not really sold on. I'm using him
How's the redhead?
My party. I haven't seen her much yet. Are you talking about the new character?
Yeah, Kasumi. I think that's her name.
Yeah, I haven't seen her much yet. To me, she's still the girl with the ribbon. Like, she hasn't been fully named.
Ribbon girl.
But, I mean, she's cute.
That's a Smash character.
Okay.
No, it's not, actually.
Oh, right, it's the other one.
Yeah,
it's Noodle. Yeah, Noodle Girl.
Yeah. Noodle Arms. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. Like, I kind of just want to keep playing Persona.
So what have I been up to? I've been playing a little bit more Miles. I got to a point where, like, it felt like I'm near the end of the game, but, like, I feel like I just got to this part. Like, it feels like there's, like, a missing, like, section in the middle that I just missed, but clearly didn't, because...
No, you couldn't have missed it. What is it?
Well, you get into the base.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it without spoiling, but you go into the base, and then there's, like, the reveal of what the energy thing is, or not what it is, but, like, what the people behind it are doing.
Yeah.
And then
so you're talking about, like, their hideout? Or...
It's so fucking hard to explain. You see the like the video logs of the Tinkerer, I guess.
Oh, like at the
like I'm probably halfway through the game because I'm at 30-something percentage right now.
Yeah, are you talking about like at the like antique shop or whatever?
No.
After that.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about then. It's either, like, at their actual hideout, like where you go down in the basement, or it's at the theater.
Okay, it's been. This was like a military base or something. Anyways, it's been like a few days since I played it, so I don't remember how I got in there. But anyways, I beat that part, and it just feels like it's very rushed.
I don't know how I got here. I just infiltrated this enemy base, but I'm here. Fuck it, let's wreck shit, boys.
Yep, yeah, pretty much.
I can't think of a military.
I don't know. I call it a military base
Justin,
because that's what it feels like.
Played this game twice. You know what he's talking about? Jesus.
I mean, I think he's explaining it poorly.
It's just a giant base with dudes with guns. I don't know how else to say that.
Is it a warehouse?
I don't know. Maybe.
Thomas, did you secretly infiltrate a Walmart?
I don't know where I am. There's dudes with guns. It's a Walmart.
It sounds about right.
It's an American Walmart. Anyways.
What is your status with Prowler?
Oh, I know who he is and everything.
Miles,
you good?
Huh?
Like you good?
I know who he is, and we work together on something.
So you good?
I don't know. Don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
You would know. Okay, you got a little bit then.
I don't know. Anyways, it feels like I'm nearly I'm gotten really far in this game, and I just
are you
started
doing
playing
side quest stuff too though? Like the stuff around Harlem?
A couple things, like not a whole lot. A few things.
Because I think they're not like amazing quests, but I think like helping the citizens of Harlem is one of the best aspects of the game. Because you really feel like Harlem Spider-Man then.
It just doesn't feel like there's a lot of them that pop up. Because like I think you have to go into the spider.
App.
Yeah, you have to go into the app and actually like select them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you do them when you want. It's not like they're always on the map.
I kind of wish they were like always on the map so I can like go, oh, there's a thing over there, and just go over there.
No, I kind of like the leisure of it.
Because then I just
Let me
forget
look at my
about
phone
it.
to see what side quests I need.
But
also remember, like I cut the story down to about 4 hours. So I mean, granted, that's mostly cutscenes. Like the actual, like you can't play the full game in 4 hours probably. But I'm just saying, like it's not super long, so you probably are.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
They like it's known that it's not super long. I'm just saying that I'm surprised how short it feels. That's all. So yeah, I've done some of that. I don't even know what I want to really say about that because I really haven't like upgraded a whole lot of abilities or anything. The last PlayStation I had, I just like re-remembered how to actually play Spider-Man with all the air juggling and the air kicks and stuff and like finishers like mid-air and stuff. Like there's a lot of really good versatility in the combat that was there from the last game.
And Miles is more of an aerial fighter too. Like he has more powers that are
he's got the venom strikes and stuff that are really good. So it's pretty cool. So last week I talked about how I was going to do that raid over the weekend, and we started from 1 p.m. Eastern, which is when it started, and we didn't finish the raid, but we ended at like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Jesus.
Went for like 15 hours or so. We got to the last boss and we just realized like we couldn't do enough DPS to kill him. So we just kind of called it quits.
No DPS, no.
But the day after, we just like loaded up that final boss and made him our bitch. It's pretty great. Yeah, contest mode was pretty hard. It's pretty hard. But it's a really good raid. You start off on Europa, and then you find your way into the Deepstone Crypt, which is the birthplace of the Exos, the robot people.
Ooh, lore, I like it.
And as you fight your way through the Deepstone Crypt, you realize that you're on a space station now.
That's no moon.
Yeah, it's no moon. You're on a space station now, and the jumping puzzle in this is you go onto the outside of the space station, and you're jumping across platforms trying to get from one end of the space station to the other. It's pretty awesome because like all the sound like cuts out. It feels like you're in space. And then there's like a really good like instrumental track that plays while I think it's Clovis Bray like does some voiceover work. It's really good. Like this is probably their best raid they've done regarding just aesthetics. It's really good. And then the third encounter, you basically just like destroy the spaceship. You just crash it into Europa. And then you have the final boss at the end. It's a really good raid. Definitely recommend.
It's the final boss time.
But yeah, I definitely recommend anyone to go check out that raid. It's really good.
But you must be a recommended power first. Check your power levels.
Yeah, I think it's only like 12, 20, something like that. It's not that bad.
Sounds like a lot. It sounds like effort. Fuck that.
Then I played a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I played a little bit of the intro, and it's really good. With a year without Fast and Furious, this is like kind of my summer blockbuster hit for me.
A year without anything.
Filling that hole, yeah. It's really good. I just got to the part where I just made my own character. Her name is Belle, and there's yeah.
Wow. I guess his divorce between Beauty and the Beast wasn't so nice, and she went into Reagan's administration and signed up to join the military. Nice.
It's actually pretty cool because like in the dossier you can pick between like male, female, and non-binary, and like other things.
Huh. That's neat.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah, I saw people mad that they're like, non-binary didn't exist back then.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, it
Who
did.
cares? It's a video game.
Yeah, it did.
It's a video game.
Right.
Oh my
god. But anyways, it's pretty cool. I want to play a lot more of that, so I am.
Yeah. Go Reagan's America.
Yep. I don't think I've played anything else worth talking about, so let's head on into the news. But before the news, let's do a little break here.
Hey, Justin.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that nondescript candy bar.
Justin.
Yeah.
Are you going to be free on December the 15th? Do you have an idea?
What day is that?
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, my friend.
I mean, not technically, but what's up?
Well, that's when it's going to line up for me and Tyler to record Godzilla 98. The watch along.
Oh, you're already up to that?
Yeah, we only have 2 movies left before we get to it, so December 1st will be me and him recording Space Godzilla, and then the 8th will be me and him versus is the final one of that series of movies. So the 15th would be 98, and then we go on Christmas break. So,
we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay. Because I'd rather try to get all this done before we go. It's perfect for a break before we go into the next era of Godzilla. So I just wanted to check with you with 3 weeks to go.
Yeah.
All right. So welcome back, everybody.
No.
What? What do you mean no?
I didn't ask to be born. I did not ask to be born into this world. I was only asked to pursue my dreams and to live who I want to live. But I don't even get that anymore. I'm just here with a bunch of people who I don't even know. Who are you people? What am I saying? I'm tired. Let's move on.
I want to be the very best. No one
never was.
Do.
See,
That's
this is how.
For some reason, that's what I thought of when you.
Oh no! I just lost my mind for a few minutes right there.
Okay.
You mean like 30 years?
Yeah, well, pretty much ever since my dad dropped me on my head.
Well, will this classic MK movie skin pack also lose your mind?
Yes, it will. So, the day before, so this is actually pretty cool. I posted most of the news this week, so it's gonna be me time, baby. But everybody else can comment on it. So the day before this is released, Ed Boon posted a picture. It was either Ed Boon or the Mortal Kombat Twitter posted a picture of Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Raiden. But Raiden looked like Christopher Lambert. And I cannot remember the names of Lyndon Ashley as Johnny Cage. Fuck, who's Sonya Blade? I can't remember her name. I don't know.
She doesn't look like the actress.
No, it's mocap weird, but it is her. It's not mocap, right? But basically, they put the movie skins from 90 for those characters in there. So, it's Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, and Raiden. So if you wanted to play as Christopher Lambert's Raiden with... Sorry. If you wanted to do that, he's in there. And I assumed that it was just going to be reusing quotes from the movie. Because they did something similar to... Yes.
Tyler says it's Bridget Wilson.
Bridget Wilson, thank you, T-Man! I love you! Sorry, the energy came out of nowhere. So, I think she's married now. She has an official last name, but Miss Wilson for now. I assume much the similar. They did something similar with MKX when they released either Alien or Predator, where you could play as Carl. Technically, you could play as Carl Weathers from Predator. So it is Predator. Fuck yes, Ben. I know. I understand. Shut the fuck up. So you could play as Carl Weathers, and they use his lines from the movie. So I assumed, okay, they're gonna reuse dialogue from the movie, and yes and no, but I think I'm pretty sure they record new lines for it, because there's a line where Christopher Lambert says, "You will share Shinnok's fate," which he never says Shinnok in the first movie because he's not in the second movie at all. So like they recorded new lines for this, which I think is really, really cool. And it's like really cool because the first thing I did was put Karatagawa Shang Tsung in his movie costume with Raiden in the movie costume, and it's like, this is so cool. So yeah, it's available. It's not part of Comic Pack, but it's $5.99. I think it's worth it. I kind of wish they just included Robin Shoes Liu Kang, who doesn't have the greatest costume in the movie. It's literally just black black like training pants and a white tank top. But like his likeliness, his lines, like he's still around. He's doing things. But maybe for some reason they only do three a pack, and I never understood that with NRS. But it's available, and
no
it's
Kano either.
Yeah, no Kano. Well, Kano technically is his movie version already. Much like Karatagawa, it's just not the actor.
Yeah,
they adopted the Australian accent because Kano was not Australian before that fucking movie. I'll tell you that much. So it is and it isn't. But yeah, but in terms of main actors, I wish like Katana could have been nice, right? But Katana Talisa Soto doesn't really play that big a role in the first movie. And I kind of wanted to see like maybe hypothetically Scorpion and Sub-Zero's movie costumes. As like plying as they are, and then maybe have Scorpion have the thing come out of the hand. That would be cool. But regardless, it's cool. Like this is such a neat thing. And again, it's Lyndon Ashley, it's Bridget Wilson, it's Christopher Lambert. So if you love those movies back in the day, they're there. And I bought them, even though I don't play any of these characters, but I'll probably play them more often just to hear Christopher Lambert say, "I will test you in Mortal Kombat." It's awesome. Lord Raiden. Okay, that's it. It's out now. $5.99. Go buy it, please. Not sponsored.
Hashtag not an ad.
Yeah, it's not an ad. Please sponsor us though, NRS. I play your game.
Let's move on into the Crown Prince.
You want to get serious now?
That was a terrible transition.
You had you had a transition right next to it with a certain other actress movie skin, but Thomas, you fucked up. If this is an ECW show, you fucked up. Yeah,
you're done,
have that,
son.
I don't know. Okay, you guys go ahead and take over because I don't know any of these.
Speaking of movie game tie-ins,
yeah,
Monster Hunter World Iceborn is getting a Milla Jovovich skin to cross over with the Monster Hunter movie coming out.
So crazy. She's an official Capcom character. They finally made it canon. This is so fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So it's not technically a skin. Her character from the movie is actually being brought in to the game as like a new character. With Jovovich voicing the character.
That's so
and
crazy.
New quests, like event quests, inspired by the movie. So yeah, I don't know that much about Monster Hunter, so I'm just kind of reading off the story here. But the new quests will see players against a Black Diablos and a Greater Rathalos, and will earn layered armors, new titles, guild card background and pose, and special gear. but you'll only be able to take on the quests if you've reached Master Rank in the game. And also, before the event, there will be a log-on bonus to get a free item for...
This is the last time I played this game.
A behind-the-scenes sizzle reel. Sorry, no. I was skipping around too much. We'll be able to receive a free item as a log-on bonus to celebrate the film. This sizzle reel is unrelated. Sorry. But yeah, that starts November 27th.
Last time I played this was in August 18th.
The movie is out December 4th in the UK and December 25th in the US. That's weird.
Well, that's not weird. Usually international
UK always gets it earlier.
Yeah.
I guess. But, yeah, there's been a lot of other, like, Capcom crossovers in Monster Hunter. But this is the first, like, licensed movie crossover.
Well, yeah, they finally made her they made her canon, and I found that so hilarious. I find that so hilarious. Like, the fact that Capcom's acknowledging the movie is funny to me. Especially when it's gonna bomb like crazy, because it's gonna be bad.
Did you see, like, yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Paul W.S. Anderson. Director of Mortal Kombat, funny enough.
Yeah. But did you see the new Chinese trailer that they released?
No, I haven't seen anything on this movie. I don't give a shit.
I didn't put it in the news, but it actually looks legit. Like, there's like 2 seconds up front of like the military setting, like establishing everything, but the rest of the trailer is actually like it looks like a Monster Hunter movie.
I assume that's just all fancy trailer cutting. So
yeah, probably. But it shows the Palicos. It shows like all of the monsters.
How do the Palicos look?
Rough. I mean, they look like cat aliens.
Oh no! Just make them cute. Just make them cute cats. Come on.
Nope. No, they look like they have mange.
Oh my god.
It's weird. But I'm just saying, like, it's it's not like Sonic movie that or anything. Original Sonic movie designer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch this and you're gonna love it, just like you do with the Resident Evil movies.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because I also don't play the Resident Evil games, but I enjoy the movies. Like, understand, I know that they're terrible. It's a guilty pleasure.
It doesn't make it any better.
Yeah. It's still trash.
I don't think I've ever paid to see a Resident Evil movie, if that helps.
You gonna out yourself here on the show?
We all paid. We all paid in our souls for those fucking movies. We all paid
a cultural price for this.
Yep.
I mean, I rewatched them all during the pandemic. Like, I had time.
Of course, right. Doctor Strange.
Justin, hit the transition button.
Speaking of time, you only have one of the World Ends With You things in here.
Yeah.
There was only one in here.
There was the new game.
Yeah, but you only put this in here.
I thought Ben put this in.
No.
I thought it was related.
Anyway, speaking of time, The World Ends With You is a game about time. And
no, it's not.
It's really not.
There's a countdown clock.
It's not about time, though.
It's not about time, though.
Play the game before you start assuming things, brother.
It's about dead kids.
Yeah.
But there's a countdown clock.
It's not about time. Not about time.
It has time in it.
Oh my God.
No, everything has time in it.
You shut your whore mouth.
This is Okay, so Street Fighter's about time.
I was given the
time clock right in the middle, right? It's about time.
Every fighting game
mock
is
you
about
for this
time.
From now on. Everything has time in it. Everything is about time.
I was given the transition button.
Yeah, and you suck at it. You should. Thomas gets privileges back because that was awful.
At least I tried.
Did you
really try? Ask yourself when you're in the shower at 3 a.m. concerning about is my roof going to cave in or not. That is not true. What?
What?
I don't shower at 3 a.m. and I have a new roof. None of that's going to happen. Anyway,
this is white man privilege.
The World Ends With You. was a Nintendo DS game that was apparently not about time, and it's getting an anime adaptation starting in April 2021. I believe the anime is actually like related to the original game's characters. I don't know if it's a retelling of the game or if it's just following those characters in new stories.
It probably will be a retelling of the game's story.
Probably, at least to start. But they also announced along with this that there is a new World Ends With You game coming. It is called Neo: The World Ends With You.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it is.
It's Japan. What are you gonna do?
It's like a remake or something, even though it's clearly
they thought
not
Final Fantasy 13 Versus was a good idea.
That's true. But it follows a whole new cast of new characters, and is a fully 3D active battle system this time. It doesn't seem like it has the weird, like, 2-screen, like, rhythm and...
Well, it's because they realized it's impossible to do that without a DS.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do it on modern systems.
Right, and when they tried to port the game, the controls didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, correct, yeah. They're, yeah.
So I don't totally understand the new battle system. Like, the trailer doesn't really show much on it. It seems like it's a more traditional thing where you have, like, actions on a cooldown or something like that. But yeah, it's a fully 3D game that will be releasing on PS4 and Switch. Not next gen, strangely.
It'll probably play on your PS5.
Well, yeah.
It probably just won't have like a next gen upgrade.
I have a feeling it was made for Switch, and they're also just like, let's put it on PS4.
That's fine. I mean, if it works for Switch, it'll run on anything.
Like, people have been wanting a World Ends With You sequel for a long time.
Have they?
And we kept getting ports and other things.
The
fan base for this game.
Yeah, except they're not rude assholes like Earthbound fans.
Right, so you don't hear about them.
I don't know. I feel like this game, like, I played it originally, and
it has a strong cult following for sure.
It's got a really good beginning and end. It doesn't really need a sequel, but I guess
it's new characters though.
You could say the same thing about Final Fantasy 1, but look where we're at now. We're at 16, baby.
There's a bit different. There's a bit of difference between The World Ends With You and Final Fantasy.
Is it? I don't think so.
It didn't sell as well as all the other ones.
Final Fantasy,
but if you're thinking of it the same idea, Final Fantasy 1 didn't sell super well. It sold well enough to save the company, but it was also a time when like RPGs didn't really exist, so you can't really compare that because it was a new genre. Whereas this is just a new franchise.
So am I wrong or is he wrong?
RPGs. But I don't know. It just feels kind of weird that
he's usually wrong.
It just feels kind of weird that all of a sudden there's just a bunch of stuff regarding this franchise, which I don't know. This just feels like it just came out of nowhere.
Maybe Square finally realized, like, hey, we need to fucking make more games and get more shit out. Maybe that's what it is. And they we have this. Let's kick
digging through their IPs and go, oh, this thing.
Yeah,
probably.
That's
probably it. They made a new Bravely Default also. Like, they're just learning that they can profit off of more than just Final Fantasy. But, if they do a similar thing where it's like this second game is totally unrelated to the first one, just like Bravely Default 2 was totally unrelated to the first one, it's like if they create these anthology series similar to how Final Fantasy worked, I don't see why they can't still be successful, because you don't have to worry about the story of the last game. You're just using that concept to tell a new story.
I haven't beaten it yet, but I hope it's connected. I prefer my game sequels to connect.
You'll probably end up being like a Persona where like the people that run the thing are all the same characters,
Right. Like
Igor,
the Lolly Dungeon, yeah.
Yeah,
I like when there's attachments. Like, I think of Chrono Cross to Chrono Trigger.
Ugh.
Like, there's mechanic similarities, yes, that make it feel like a sequel, but also like there's enough kind of hints to the past where it's like, okay, so this is just like generations removed in a different time. Got it.
To the much superior past.
Or future. I mean,
no.
Time travel. No.
Crass. We've been over this.
Speaking of just timelines, I got nothing. Fortnite which is a span of 2 weeks. Hence the timeline. The Galactus event is finally
I'm so
happening.
glad you took over for me for this episode.
Right?
I could have done
It's
a
great.
better job of transitioning.
Oh, eat my ass.
I will. I can be in Missouri in 6 hours, so just leave the door unlocked.
Obviously.
That's even better.
Gross. Anyway, the finale of the Nexus War event is starting on December 1st, and Galactus is closing in on the island, and the fate of all reality lies in the balance.
I need to check this out. I need to see
Yeah.
how cool this is going to look.
So, yeah, this is another one of those big event things that will basically take over the regular game for a little while. They say that to prepare for the event, it is recommended players download the latest update and log in at least 60 minutes prior to the start of the event. The event playlist should be up 30 minutes prior to the start time. So they expect like long wait times and stuff. They want to make sure that there's time for everyone to get in. But yeah,
the event is happening December 1st, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
How long?
So I'll be at work. I don't know.
Well, it starts at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Usually these events last like an hour.
Really?
Damn, I'll be at work. I'll be commuting home from work. Shit.
I might check it out. I can check it out and maybe record it and post
Do
the
so,
reference.
please, because I really want to see how this looks.
Do you guys think
I'll do my
that
best.
Galactus is just gonna eat them and then like that's it?
I mean,
It
I
doesn't-
could see like the entire map being destroyed. You know,
Right.
Battle War of
It gets
Worlds and all.
completely eaten. Yeah.
And
You know,
like,
he
they
doesn't
consider that,
actually
like, a
eat them,
reboot of the
right?
game. Right.
He gets like a huge machine set up and everything. That's what I want to see, like him setting up the machine and shit.
That's lame. I didn't know
I
that.
can see it being like a PvE situation where everyone in the game is like working together to take down Galactus.
Yeah. No, he
But
sets
I
up like
think
this,
he would win in the end.
yeah, he sets up like this big ass like machine that basically sucks the energy out of the planet. It's awesome.
That's so dumb.
No, it's not. It's awesome. Shut up.
Actually, eating the goddamn world is better.
He just unhinges his jaw. And,
Exactly. That's what I always thought it was. He just like picks it up and goes, "Wow."
Don't appreciate the coolness that is Galactus.
I don't. I really don't.
I wanted him to just loosen his sphincter and just like shove the entire world up there, like it's a
Up his ass. There's
massive
probably a
dildo.
porn parody of that at some place.
Yeah,
Mm,
he just rides the world.
it's an enema. It's how he lives
Yep.
forever.
I don't know anything about this last story, so take it away. Ben.
Speaking of who needs an enema,
Yeah.
the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia.
So yeah, Mohammed, this is the headline from GameIndustry.biz basically reads: Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia Foundation to buy 50% stake in SNK. That is the Japanese fighting game company mostly noted for Samurai Showdown and King of Fighters, home of Terry Bogard. Several other fighting games, but those are the two prominent ones. The Mohammed bin Salman Charity Foundation is set to take controlling stake in the Japanese games firm SNK. The non-for-profit organization has invested around 813 million rials, that is $223 million in SNK, which will give it a 33.3% stake in the company, valuing the company at $669 million. Reports of the deal have emerged in the last 24 hours, but the new foundation's official site confirms the details. The investment itself was made through a wholly owned subsidiary referred to as the Electronic Games Development Company. The two companies have previously worked together on the development of games and training programs that saw young Saudis visiting Japan. The agreement stipulates that the foundation will buy a further 17.7% of SNK's shares in the future, granting it 51% ownership of the company. As the name suggests, Mohammed bin Salim Charity Foundation was established by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salim. Its stated goal is to invest in initiatives that will help cultivate and encourage learning and leadership in youth for a better future in Saudi Arabia. At the time of writing, SNK's core share price on Kosdaq has surged as word of the deal on internet forums, social media. It rose 30% to 16,500 Korean won, or $14.93 in America. However, the investment is likely to spark controversy given the past allegations against the nation and its leader. So, now you might think this is like, oh, what's the big deal? It's, Tencent bought, has stake in Platinum Games, stuff like that. I'm gonna get very real right now because I have to, and I got to be serious about this.
Wait, can I say a joke first then?
I'd rather you not, if we're going to
Okay.
because I feel like we need to treat this subject with respect because of who we're dealing with, and we don't really get to talk about serious subjects. But Mohammed bin Salim, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So go ahead, I'll be quiet.
Okay, sorry. Just because it's very serious, and this is why I will not be buying anything SNK in the future. Mohammed bin Salim, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. You may have heard him in the news sometime. I believe it was, if not last year, 2 years ago. Time as a contract, as Justin has stated. That he is claimed responsibility for the butchering, and I use that word because that is what was happened to him, to Jamal Khashoggi, who was butchered by Saudis, to which our president did nothing because of our relationship with the Saudis. So he is a murderer. He is a vicious dictator. Saudi Arabia is very known for not being culturally forward. They have very specific ways setting towards women, towards homosexuals. Fuck them. Fuck him. Fuck him and his money. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna be in SNK. I don't know what happened to where SNK. They had to deal or something like that, or they thought it was a good idea. This is not good, and because of that, your money. When you buy King of Fighters 15, I'm not going to judge you for buying King of Fighters 15, but just know your money is going to go into his pocket, which is using to fuel genocide in Yemen, and it's going to fuel against his hateful views across the world, because that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, not to mention all the propaganda.
Yes.
WWE. Me and Ben know a lot about this because WWE had a deal with them, and I watched the first show because I was interested. But it was very much a propaganda show.
Yes.
Touting like, oh, hey, look at all the different things that we do, and women can drive now, and we're it's all a farce. Just like, really, you allow women to drive? We did that how many years ago?
Right. America's I'm not saying America's a sparking angel, but Saudi Arabia as a country,
it's Middle Ages over there regarding culture.
Exactly. So
and freedoms.
And we never go after them because we're oil trading partners. That is why.
They're very rich.
Yeah, they're very rich, and we have oil contracts with them. Our oil companies work with them. That's why we don't go after them. That's why an American journalist was butchered by this man's people, and we did nothing because of oil contracts. That is pretty much been stated. So, this is something that I'm not going to condemn, like I said, I'm not going to condemn anybody who buys any SNK titles. I know I've already seen several people on Twitter who are SNK diehards who are saying they can't support it, knowing where the money is going to now, or part of the money is going to now. And who knows? Hey, they don't care. They're going to... Yeah, go ahead.
This makes me wonder what they're going to do with SNK's titles. Are they going to put in a bunch of pro-Saudi Arabia messaging in it? That's
right. How much influence are they going to put into KOF 15? They're not shy about all their propaganda. No, they're not. This is and especially what if SNK wanted to do esports with King of Fighters 15? How much Saudi Arabia propaganda is going to be in there? That's terrifying.
Or where can they go? They might have to host it somewhere where only they can say stuff like that.
Yeah, you might have King of Fighters 15 Grand Tour finals in Saudi Arabia, in their capital city. Do you really want to go to Saudi Arabia and how as a foreigner? I don't think you do. And have a chance to
not come back.
Exactly. Thomas and I talked about this, where WWE planes could not leave for what was it, hours? because there was a money dispute.
A long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like, it almost turned into like a hostage situation, honestly.
Yeah. It's a like and we don't really talk. That's why I want to treat this with the absolute most seriousness, because this is a serious situation that like you have to ask yourself as a fan of SNK. You know, granted, SNK, it doesn't have as big of a base as like say Capcom or, you know, Sega, stuff like that, but they're there. Like they have a strong presence in Latin America, China. Of course, China has their own problems. Japan, of course. But this is not. I never thought I would see this, but like I will go so far. I won't even watch their like games on Twitch, because I feel like that's just too icky. Because who knows what they're gonna put in KO 15. Like we don't know. That's all speculation. Terry Bogard's in it. He is an SNK character. Yeah, but but I can get Terry Bogard elsewhere. I can play. I don't feel bad about playing past SNK games, because I already got their money before all the sale went down.
No, I'm not saying that because of you. I'm just saying, like, do you think Nintendo would like backlash against this?
No, I don't think so. Just like if anything, what will happen is in a future Smash Brothers game, it might be harder to get Terry Bogard back, if anything, because maybe SBM could influence SNK to like, hey, ask them for more money to put our character in the game. Like that's a theory. SNK could do that anyways, right? But the fact that like it's gonna come from them, that's icky. That's just all kind of disgusting. You know, again, like there's tons of resources out there. I encourage anybody you know who's listening to this, use your own resources to look up what the Saudis have done. I've given you one heinous thing, and I feel like I needed to say the most heinous thing, because that's what they've done. That's what you're dealing with, and that's why like I stopped watching WWE shows, because just because they were doing the Saudi Arabia thing, because of what, like, it's blood money. Like me and Thomas would call that all the time whenever we do the wrestling shows. It's blood money, and as far as I'm concerned, this is blood money. That's how serious this is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I apologize for making this serious, but this is just too big to not ignore, in my opinion. And the fact that they're going to control 51% of the company in the future, that's even more scary. And he can just throw money around like that.
Yep. I don't know if just any of you have anything else to add, but if not, we'll just end the show. All right. So
I was told I can't joke.
So where can people find you?
You can find me if you look for Zero Score on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Zero Score Gaming on PSN. Throw that in there still. Not doing too much right now. So, but still follow me, of course. You know, keep up. I just haven't been feeling it. And
Ben?
Twitter.com/Marvelous Iggy for all things related to the self-proclaimed Marvelous One. You can check the pinned tweet for my video on the Outer Worlds. Please check that out. It's still going. My Pokemon video is still coming out. I'm trying to get it out before December's over with. I'm kind of taking my time with it, because I don't want to. I feel like I jumped too far ahead. I don't know. It's weird. But that's coming. I really want to talk about. I still want to talk about those games. My MK11 will probably be my first video of 2021, so I can actually have time to play all the new characters and go through everything, you know, get my feeling for like this, not necessarily final version of the game, but, you know, latest iteration. And then you can find me live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/Iggy2814. Zelda month is officially over by the time this is out, and Merry Metroid begins. Kudos to Justin for that dinger several years ago. Looks like I haven't checked the poll. I'm going to try to stall for time now, because last time I checked the poll, it looked like Super Metroid was going to win. I think it was at 67%. Yes. So, there's only 2 days left.
So it might change.
Yeah, it might change, but right now Super Metroid is in the lead. Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission are kind of locked by 1 percentage vote, but it looks like it's going to be Super. I don't think, unless some votes mysteriously go away or some bullshit happens where, like, it gets a tie again. I swear to fuck, if you do a tie again, I will not forgive you, chat. I swear to Christ. But it looks like it'll be Super Metroid, so I'll be playing that, I haven't played it in a while, so that's going to be fun. And then, of course, end of December is going to be Nights into Dreams, which I'm so looking forward to doing karaoke on stream. And then I'm going to announce this right now because I've already announced it to my stream. I've already thought of the games I'm going to start with in 2021. And that one of them will be Owlboy, so look for that. That will be my Sunday game. Get some nice pixel art goodness. But the second game is going to be an RPG. And the second game is going to be fun. Because I'm going to leave it up to you fuckers to vote. I swear to God, don't tie this shit again. Because I'm not playing both of them. At sort of around mid-December, I will be putting up a poll. I'm going to give you a choice on which RPG I'm going to play. Your choices are... The drum roll. Your choices are Grandia 1. Your second choice is Chrono Trigger. I'm in the mood to play both of them, so I want to stream one or the other. So it'll be your choice. The choice is yours and yours alone. So choose wisely of what you want to see me stream. I love both games. I think I know both games, so it'll be fun regardless. It'll be a nice trip down memory lane. Finally, Atomic Shot. The latest episode went live with Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, which is really good. The next one coming up will be Godzilla versus Mothra 92, and then the one after that which me and Tyler have already recorded, is Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. And then of course we're nearing the end of the Heisei era. And by the end of December, the plan, not concrete yet, but the plan is to record the watch along for Godzilla 98 a week to, I think, at least a week before Christmas, 2 weeks before Christmas. I can't tell time. And we're going to try to have that out before Christmas Eve. So, hey, something to watch on Christmas Eve. And then me and Tyler will be taking our break between eras. And then, of course, it times perfectly with Christmas. And then we'll be back with the Millennium era in 2021 as we head into the final stretch of Atomic Shot.
You can follow me, your host, on Twitter at Gameplay Stuff. Also on Twitch is Gameplay Stuff. We stream this show every 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on Friday night. And you can email me, thomas@charshot.com. If you want to be a guest on one of our shows, drop an email there. Me and Ben, looks like we're going to be doing Raw July 1st, 2002. It's going to be Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy in a ladder match for the championship. You finally won one. It took you a while.
It's been a losing streak.
It's been a while. I guess no one wanted to watch Team Old Guys versus Team Old Guys versus Team Old Guys. No. Alright. So that's going to be that. And visit charshot.com for audio, video, written content. I should have Astro Boy review up soon. It's nearly done. It's been a very busy week at work. It's Black Friday.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be up. I'm recording stuff for Call of Duty. Should have a video up. I'm going to try and aim for this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. And until then, guys, enjoy your games and have a good night.